It's a beautiful Sunday evening, day number 5 in the month of July 2026. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Iron Port here on Metropolitan Television. Iron Port is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Revenue Authority, Guel PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, Phoenix Insurance, and the Joint Association of Port Transport Unions, JAP2. The show is proudly powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority-GPHA. And our media partner on this journey of a lifetime is the Business and Financial Times, the BNFT. Now, if you want to have a grasp of all that transpired on the show tonight, make a date and grab the Thursday edition of the BNFT, and you'll be able to read all that happened here on the show. Tonight, we are streaming live on our social media pages. On Facebook, we are live at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Still on Facebook, we're live at Port of Tema. And on YouTube, we are streaming live at Iron Port. Now, we shall be getting interactive with you as usual. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, grab your phones and send us some messages and comments ahead via our dedicated WhatsApp line, which is 0538-037353. 0538-037353. When the time is ripe and I pick signals from the production team, we shall activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. My name is Kennedy Mona. We are going for a quick break. When we return, we will continue the show. Please stay with us.
Energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP, available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, Ufilia, huh? Ubefil. Goil, good energy. Yeah.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Every day we step out with purpose to work, to build, to provide, to dream. But sometimes life takes an unexpected turn. An accident, a fire outbreak, a medical emergency. Moments we never planned for. And when they happen, the right support changes everything. Hi, I'm Serena, and at Serene Insurance, we stand with you through every challenge and every victory. Protecting your family, your business, your job, your future, and you. Our services include motor, fire, marine, engineering, aviation, and bonds and guarantees are tailored to suit your needs. Because insurance is not just about policies, it's about peace of mind, confidence, and knowing that no matter what happens, you are covered. Visit our website to view our insurance policies right now. Serene Insurance, the new face of insurance.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Across the corridor and every major yard, GPHA is the choice of over 11,000 professional drivers. Visit our kiosk to register. Join a community built on safety, savings, and success. Get your official high-vis gear and your personalized GPHA ID, your key to a smarter journey. With over 11,000 members, you are never driving alone. This is the GPHA standard of excellence. Tap your card for instant fuel discounts at Shell. Save more on every fill and keep your profits high. Maximize your earnings with our real-time load board. Find your next haul instantly.
All right, so welcome back. It's now time for us to take a look at happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week by way of local news. Please enjoy.
Maritime stakeholders have stressed the need for stronger collaboration across Ghana's shipping and logistics sector to ensure the successful implementation of the just-in-time port arrival system. The initiative, which was the focus of a stakeholder engagement at Meridian Port Services Office Complex in Tema, is expected to improve port efficiency, reduce emissions, and generate significant economic savings. Chief Executive Officer of MPS, Mohammed Samara, said the system will enable ports and shipping lines to better coordinate vessel arrivals, reducing waiting times and operational costs.
In the a billion, 1 point something, 1.1 if I'm not mistaken, Frank, $1 billion per year for 5 years. So that's quite a significant savings to the nation. Hard currency not leaving, money staying in the pockets of the importers, you know, for them to either order more goods for them to manufacture or, you know, saving costs and spending that money into the economy.
Director of Technical Services at the Ghana Maritime Authority, Naval Captain Derek Atachi, noted that achieving these benefits will require sustained cooperation among all stakeholders within the maritime value chain.
The Ghana Maritime Authority, on behalf of the government of Ghana, is going to ensure that the National Action Plan for the Green Voyage 2015, Ghana's support to achieving free green shipping by 2050 will be implemented to the letter.
Harbour Master of the Port of Tema, Captain Bramwell Terrier, said the initiative will help reduce fuel consumption, emissions, operational costs, and vessel turnaround times, while improving efficiency across port operations.
It will save the marine setup because it is well planned. Pilot is aware, talk session, they are all aware, marine operations team, they are all aware, terminal is also aware. So that is the concept of the just-in-time. It also saves the turnaround time of the vessel or the shipping lines.
The workshop forms part of efforts under the IMO Green Voyage 2050 program to support greener and more efficient shipping operations. IMO Regional Coordinator for West and Central Anglophone Africa, Dr. Dallas Lye, said the initiative aligns with global efforts to reduce fuel consumption and support the maritime industry's journey toward net zero emission by 2050.
one of the aims, or some of the aim of the strategy, is first to make assessment of the greenhouse gas emission from ships situation in country, and then also to develop national action plans aimed at reducing the greenhouse gases from ships. One aspect of it is also to organize capacity building activity, which this current workshop is one. And in the workshop also aims to come out with national strategies to see how best to develop strategies to reduce the greenhouse gases.
Chief Operations Officer of MPS, Mahmoud Ayub, described the engagement as an important step towards sustainable shipping, while IMO Green Voyage 2050 port consultant Rob Kogel said it marks the beginning of efforts to improve port efficiency and support greener maritime transport in Ghana.
Collaboration is on a very high level, and I'm quite confident that we have identified some challenges that we will be able to overcome it, because Ghana deserves, I would say, a much better place when it comes to the maritime industry, the sustainability roadmap.
This workshop is really setting the scene to find all the local situation of this port, to find the opportunities where we can optimize and what we have to think on if we want to optimize. I would say this workshop was a great success. And we will be happy to be back in August, so in 2 months, to continue working on it and to really do the improvements and work on a standardized way to go any further on that.
Security agencies operating within the Port of Tema have participated in the second quarter International Ship and Port Facility Security Code Drill to assess the port's security preparedness and emergency response capabilities. The exercise brought together stakeholders including representatives of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Meridian Port Services, the Ghana Maritime Authority, the Ghana Police Service, Narcotics Control Commission, and the Ghana Immigration Service. Simulated security scenarios were staged to test surveillance systems, communication channels, interagency coordination, and the vigilance of both security personnel and port users. Tema Port Security Manager Colonel Daniel Atobrabonda said the drill was designed to identify security gaps and strengthen the port's overall security architecture. He also urged port users and staff to remain vigilant and promptly report suspicious activities, stressing that security is a shared responsibility.
The main objective of this drill was to identify the security level 1 security standards we have in the port and to test some of the security gaps we have identified. So scenarios were painted which are likely to be security events to unfold in the port, and we tested the response of our security setup in the port. So we urge all port users and all staff who are not security personnel to be vigilant with the things that are around them.
The Harbour Master at the Port of Tema, Captain Bramwell Teria, who is the Port Facility Security Officer, described the exercise as successful, noting that it has helped assess emergency response systems and stakeholder coordination across both landside and seaside operations.
We created a scenario in such a way that it will cover VACO and then shipside area. That's what we did today. It was successful, but we identified some gaps. We are working on it.
The quarterly drill forms part of efforts by port stakeholders to maintain international security standards and ensure the safety of Ghana's premier seaports. The Regional Maritime University has graduated 368 students at its 20th congregation ceremony held in Accra, reaffirming its role in developing the skilled workforce needed to drive Africa's maritime industry and blue economy. The graduating class comprised 82 master's degree graduates, 213 bachelor's degree graduates, and 73 diploma graduates drawn from various disciplines within the maritime sector. Addressing the congregation, Ghana's Minister for Transport and Chancellor of RMU, Joseph Bukari Nikpe, reiterated government's commitment to strengthening maritime education and supporting the university's quest to become a globally competitive maritime training institution.
As a new chancellor, I wish to assure you that our focus will be to strengthen the regional bonds, modernize our training infrastructure, and ensure that our seafarer certification remains world-class. All with the support of government under the able leadership of Excellency President John Dramani Mahama.
He emphasized the importance of developing competent maritime professionals capable of responding to the evolving demands of the global shipping and logistics industry. The acting Vice Chancellor of RMU, Dr. Jethro Brooks Jr., congratulated the graduates and urged them to uphold the values of the university while contributing meaningfully to the growth of the maritime sector and the blue economy.
To you, our graduates, I wish to congratulate all graduates on the successful completion of their various programs. Having passed out, you should make the best use of the knowledge you have acquired from this university for the betterment of yourselves and the communities in which you find yourselves. It is incumbent upon you to build a credible image for yourselves, your parents, your alma mater, and your nation through hard and honest work.
The ceremony also recognized outstanding students and staff for their academic excellence, dedication, and service to the university.
All right, so those were happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week. We are zooming into our discussion proper tonight. And tonight we're talking vehicle valuation. Most of the time you import vehicles into the country, and when your duties are being assessed and the figures are given to you, the quotations come, you wonder how come that a particular vehicle that is similar to yours costs less and yours is higher. So we're going to examine our duties today, how customs goes about it in the port. And so the topic for tonight is understanding vehicle valuation in Ghana, customs procedures, duties, and importer responsibilities. That tells you that you, as an importer who brings in the car, also have responsibilities in terms of, in the scheme of things. And so you'd want to perhaps join us, stay with us until we close today, so that you would appreciate whatever it is that goes into the calculation of your duties. And then how come that the same vehicle that your friend brought cost less and yours is higher? And then you can also have the opportunity of calling in to ask our guests all the questions that have been bothering you all this while, so that we can elicit responses from them and let you, beat down the anxiety that you've always grappled with when you bring in your goods into the country, particularly vehicles. And so it gives me pleasure this evening to introduce to us our guests from the Ghana Revenue Authority. We have Mr. David Ajekwa Mensah. He's a Senior Revenue Officer, SRO, Customs Technical Service Bureau, the Vehicle Valuation Unit, Headquarters Customs. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Reliably, I'm informed that you are celebrating your birthday today.
Yes, please. Today.
Where the party day?
Sure, the party is at home, actually.
All right, great. Congratulations. We wish you the best of the year, and may the coming years bring you glad tidings and good fortune.
Thank you very much.
We wish you God's protection, God's blessings, and all that you wish for yourself, may you accomplish.
Amen.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. You should have been celebrating. That's a mark of a good leader. He should have been celebrating at home, but decided that he would oblige us. We are deeply grateful.
Thank you very much.
Profoundly grateful. Also with us in the studios is Mr. Michel Edu Menu. He's also a Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, Vehicle Valuation Unit, Ghana Regional Authority, here at the headquarters in Accra.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Good evening. Thank you.
We're glad to have you. Absolutely. You are not celebrating your birthday, so. All right, so let me begin with you, Mr. Edu Menu. And to begin with, what exactly does vehicle valuation mean within the customs operations, and why is it important in the import clearance process?
Okay. So when we talk about vehicle valuation, we are looking at the process that customs go through to determine the value of an imported vehicle,
right,
for the purpose of calculating duties,
yes,
taxes, and fees. Yes,
right.
And it's important because as a nation we depend on taxes, various taxes and fees to build the economy.
Okay.
So it's important that these duties are are well calculated, fairly,
Right.
so that no one is cheated, so that the country can also have its resources to build a nation.
I'm sure as we dig deeper into the conversation, it will come up. I mean,
Yeah, sure,
people
certainly.
have a lot of ambiguities. They have a lot of misconceptions about the calculation of their vehicles, the calculation of the duties of their vehicles, the valuations that you put to it. But let me still stick with you and find out whether there are any legal frameworks or international customs agreements that guides Ghana's vehicle valuation system.
Okay. So basically, we depend on the Customs Act, Act 891,
right,
for valuation purposes, and also we go by the WTO methods of valuation. Yes, we follow all the rules. I mean the methods of valuation.
Yes.
From transaction method to the fallback method, in guiding us to find values and calculating the duties of these vehicles.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so let me come to the birthday boy, Mr. Ejakwa Mensah,
Yes, sir.
and find out from you if you can walk us through the process, in terms of from start to finish, when you begin the evaluation process. What are some of the things that you do?
Okay,
or you look out for, so to speak?
So prior to coming to determine the customs value for imported vehicles,
yes,
I would start from the declarant side.
Sure.
So this is the process. Once you bring in your vehicle, I'm sure you would have your bill of lading, which will determine your ownership, which will inform us of you being the owner for the said vehicle.
Yes.
So you contract the services of an agent. The agent will pass an IDF, will purchase an IDF and pass a declaration to customs.
Yes.
So when it comes to the front end of customs, we begin with a process called classification. This process entails customs coming up with the accepted codes for all vehicles that come into the country.
Yes.
And in this instance, this is where the import duty rates are determined. So within the process, there are 4 tax bands for all imported vehicles. We have the 0 rated, we have the 10% rated, we have the 5%, we have the 10%, and then we have the 20%. So the classification officer who has been trained rigorously to ascertain that, to the extent that we will not shortchange the importer, neither will the state also lose revenue.
Right.
So we assign the correct classification code, and in this instance, we call it the tariff codes.
Right.
So once it is done, it moves on to the valuation officer. The valuation officer would also go through all those rigorous processes to ascertain that all the classification tariff codes are correct. Once it determines that, he will now move on to the process of arriving at the customs value.
Right.
And in doing so, we will first look at the condition of the vehicle, whether it is new or it is used.
Right.
If it is new, we would request for supporting documents which the agent would know prior.
Yes.
So we would give in the invoice for new vehicles, the bill of lading, then the valuation officer will now set off to begin the process of ascertaining that. And in determining the customs value, we'll look at the FOB, which is the FOB, then we'll look at the insurance, then we'll look at the freight.
Right.
And with the freight, through a commissioner's order, we have a schedule within the Customs Act that determines freight for all vehicles that are imported in this country.
Right.
When they are used, in this instance, we'll determine the home delivery value. That is the price the manufacturer gave to its dealers to sell the vehicles when they first entered the market.
Yes.
So once we determine that, and we have a valuation tool within the ICAMS that helps us to arrive at the value in this instance.
Yes.
So once it is determined, the evaluation officer will then move on to the next phase of ensuring that the insurance is determined. And so I don't forget, there are several ways or means through which vehicles imported into the country arrive.
Right.
Some come by sea, others come by air, and then we have the overland vehicles.
Okay.
So for the sea freight, for the sea insurance calculated is 0.875 of the cost and freight, and then for the air it is 1% on the cost and freight. So this is basically the process we go through to determine the customs value for imported vehicles.
Now, when you say overland, that's the land borders.
The land borders.
The cars
yes.
arrive through the land
so
borders.
So you have importers importing vehicles through their Flow border. Some can come through the Kano border.
Yes.
Others can come through the Lubo border. Others can come through the northern borders.
Yes. Okay. Let me come to Mr. Edumenu. And most of the time, you find importers and clearing agents or freight forwarders agitated. Agitated in the sense that they think that you don't rely on the value that they paid, the amount that they paid for the vehicle to calculate their duties. Is this really the situation?
So this is in relation to the used, used vehicles.
Yes.
Okay. So these are vehicles that they buy mostly through auction abroad.
Yes.
So let's say someone goes in an auction and gets a vehicle for, let's say, $5,000 US.
Yes.
A particular vehicle. And another person also goes in for, let me use the word identical vehicle, and is able to get it at an auction price of, let's say, $3,000 US.
Yes.
If these two cars arrive in the country, how do we assess it? Are you going to assess per the 5,000, 3,000? There will be no fairness here because it will come back to the same issue. That's why is it that this person, we are bringing in the same vehicle, this person is getting a lower duty, and I'm getting a higher duty. So to ensure fairness, the Act says if the vehicle is used, let us determine the home delivery value, the first purchase price.
Right.
So that will be our basis for determining the value of the vehicle. So when we have arrived at the home delivery value, then depending on the year of manufacture or the age of the vehicle, we depreciate according to the schedule outlined in the Customs Act 891. So we do not accept these auction prices because there will be no fairness.
Right.
So you cannot. So then what about those who bring in the vehicles as gifts?
Right.
They go out there and someone gives them the vehicle.
Yeah.
So how do we value them? Because every vehicle has to be valued. Duties will have to be paid.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find a way to assess these vehicles, which is standardized for all. So that's the reason why we don't just get these auction values, or anyone will just come in and say, okay, I got mine for 3,000, I got mine for 2,000, I got mine for 5,000, and there will be total chaos. So we have standardized the way we assess these vehicles so that there will be fairness in the system.
There are those who believe that you treat a car engine the same as a full car. Is that the case?
Come again?
There are those who believe that you treat a car engine. For instance, I buy a car engine for my vehicle, and I bring it in a container. And then they say you treat it like you calculate the duty for that engine just like that of a car.
No, that's not right.
That's not right.
Okay.
Okay.
Engines, they are engines. Yes. Unless you are bringing in a chassis, a chassis frame.
Right.
Okay, if you are bringing a chassis frame, and probably
can you describe what is the chassis frame?
The chassis frame, the metal, the frame on which the vehicle
sits.
Yes, it's built. So that's one we would value it as a vehicle because it has a chassis number.
Okay.
And who knows, you may have brought in the monocoque already.
Right.
You may have brought in the tires somewhere, so you are just coming to assemble. So once there's a chassis frame, the chassis number, we'll value it as a normal vehicle.
I see.
But for an engine, no. This engine will be valued as an engine.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Ejakwa Mensah, tell us what are some of the key information or documentation that an importer must or clearing agent must provide before customs can determine the value of the particular vehicle. You mentioned the bill of lading. That's the primary document. I mean, everybody knows that.
Yes.
But what are some of the what is?
So the importer would have to provide us supporting documents, or I would say the attached documents.
Yes.
So for new vehicles, like I said earlier, we would require the invoice, the commercial invoice, and then we'll require the bill of lading.
Right.
But for used vehicles, we only require the bill of lading,
yeah.
which is a proof of ownership. But there are certain instances where we would request for the title or the
Right.
certificate of title for the said vehicle. But the information they will need to provide customs with, the primary one is the chassis number or the frame number. Like my colleague said earlier, no two vehicles are the same. They may be similar in attributes, but no two vehicles are the same.
Yes.
So the distinctive feature for that reflects in the chassis number.
Right.
So anytime you see a chassis number, you realize that your car's chassis number, we may all be having Toyota Corolla the same year,
yes.
but the chassis numbers are different. So he will need to provide us with the chassis number. Then he will need to provide us with the make. Having given us the chassis number, you need to tell us the make of the vehicle.
Yes.
Is it a Toyota? Is it
Yaris,
a Mercedes?
okay.
Is it a Chrysler?
Okay.
Is it a Ford? Is it a Changan? To mention a few. After that, you will give us the model. So if it is a Toyota, which is the make, then
The
is it a
model should
Corolla?
be a
Is it a
Yaris.
Camry? Is it a Yaris? Is it a Vet?
Yeah.
Is it a Voxy? Those are the models.
Don't be mentioning Vox. That's for Vox. But that's what is now coming into the country so much.
So these are the models that we require. Then you need to furnish us with the engine capacity.
Right.
Is it a 1.0 engine capacity?
1.5,
Is it a
1.2?
1.5? Is it a 1.2? Because
2.0.
in assessing the rate of duty or the tariff codes, these are the parameters we would require to determine if a vehicle would attract a 0%, a 5, 10, or 20% import duty. So after the engine capacity, depending on some of the vehicles, you need to provide us with the seating capacity.
Right.
So if it's a saloon car, is it 5 or 2? Is it 7? You need to determine all that. Then after that, you need to indicate the utility or what we call the body type. Because we have a document.
Whether it's sedan, it is saloon.
Precisely. We have a
SUV.
document we use in determining the tariff code, which is we call the HS. The Harmonized Commodity Coding and Description System.
Right.
Description and Coding System, sorry. It spells out the utility for vehicles.
Absolutely.
So we have the heads or the arch heads. We will have the passenger cars. We'll have the vans and buses. And then we have the special purpose vehicles. So all these would determine the rate of duty you would have to pay. So these are the basic informations they will need to give us on the said vehicle for us to process their vehicle.
Again, is it true that the capacity, the engine capacity of vehicle, is what's used to determine the duty? That the higher the capacity, the higher the duty one pays. For instance, you bring a Ford Raptor F-150 5.7, the capacity, 5.7 liters. That means that what the perception is that you have to pay a lot more
yes, please.
than what you are bringing in a 1.0, 1.2, or 1.4 liter vehicle.
Yes, sir. So all things being equal, the engine capacity plays a role in determining the rate of duty you would have to pay. For certain classes of vehicles. So for the passenger vehicles, which fall under Chapter 87 or heading 8703. If it is a passenger vehicle, the saloon cars, the station wagons, the estates and all that, the engine capacity plays a major role in that. But there are instances where the fuel type would also come in place. Imagine if your vehicle is, let's say, a diesel engine, and it's more than, the engine capacity is up to 1.5 or 1,500, the duty rate will be 5%. But if it is a petrol and it exceeds 1.0, but up to 1.5, it will be 10%. So there's the dynamics there regarding the engine capacity and the fuel type. So that is it. And there are, like I said earlier, the body types. So all trucks, which fall under heading 8704, all trucks and vans, all things being equal, are all 5% rated. Because they are meant to be used for commercial activity. for the carriage of goods.
Okay.
So all tracks will attract that. And then when you come to the heading 8705, which are the special purpose vehicles,
yes.
no matter the capacity of the engine, the import duty rate is always 5%.
Right.
So it's not a one-off thing that depending on the engine capacity, you are going to pay more. No.
Right.
But there are a lot of dynamics that come into play.
Right. Mr. Dumenu, let me come to you. And I mentioned earlier in my intro that sometimes people get peeved when, for instance, we both bring in a 2016 Toyota Corolla and you pay, let's say, 8,000, 9,000 as duty, and I'm asked to pay like 13,000, 12,000 as duty. I mean, what happens? Why that?
So, as my brother said, no two vehicles are the same.
Right.
You can bring the same, let me repeat the same word, the same Toyota Corolla.
Yes.
2017. But mind you, there's what we call the trim level or the special feature.
Yes.
Yours might be LE, another person
CE.
one might be CE, might be XSE.
Yeah.
So depending on the trim level or the special feature.
Right.
If yours your features are the same, the age the same, valuation tool picks the same value, then your duties will be the same. But where there are differences in the trim, mind you, even the color of the paint used for the vehicle can increase the value of the vehicle.
Okay, so that also ties into what I wanted to ask next, whether the accessories in the car, for instance, if you look at the seat may be fabric, another leather. Does that also count?
So all is found in the trim
right,
level.
Okay.
So let's say if you have a vehicle with a trim, let me use a common one, EX. Okay, EX, you have the seats to be cloth, fabric.
Right.
But when you move from EX to EXL, then you are moving from the cloth to the leather seats.
Right.
And all these things change the value of the vehicle. So if you're having a cloth seat vehicle and another person's having a leather seat vehicle, you don't expect to pay the same duties. So these little things are factored in the price of the vehicle. Yes, which is the HDV, the home delivery value.
Right.
And these change the values of the vehicles and duties.
Okay. All right. So there's this issue about salvaged vehicles and then roadworthy vehicles, like vehicles that are considered
clean vehicles.
Say again.
Clean title vehicles.
Exactly. Yes. How do you assess the two?
Before I answer that, the premise must be laid.
Yes.
That what we consider as a motor vehicle in this instance is actually the frame or the chassis, like my colleague said earlier. So long as you even come with a frame, which is in quotes, some will call the skeleton of the vehicle. Without the various components, the engine, the axles and all that, we would value it
as a full
such.
vehicle.
Precisely, we will value it as a full vehicle. So salvage vehicles, these are basically accidented or flooded vehicles.
Yes.
So at the time of auction, you will get it at maybe a price, X price.
Yes.
But with clean titled vehicles, all things being equal, because they are clean, they are accident free, they are not flooded, at the purchase cost are a bit higher than the salvage vehicles.
Right.
So to ensure that there is fairness and equity within the customs procedure for assessing vehicles values, we would only look at the vehicle in itself coming and not the condition in which you are bringing it.
Yes.
So in such an instance, once the vehicle is used, we have a schedule within the Customs Act, which will tell us that if it's beyond certain ages, then you need to give them certain amount or percentage of depreciation.
Right.
So as we are in 2026 now, if you should bring in a 2016 vehicle as of now, which is salvaged, from the schedule, you are entitled to receive a 50% depreciation.
Right.
But if someone should bring a 2024 vehicle,
yes,
which is also salvaged, he will get a lower depreciation because it is fairly new.
Right.
So the only benefit you will get as an importer for salvage vehicles will be the purchase or the auction price you are buying them. But for duty purposes, in order to be for there to be harmony within the system,
yes,
and ensure that there is fairness, we'll use the same procedure to assess all the two kinds of or classes of vehicles.
Does mileage play any role in the evaluation of a vehicle?
Yes, please. Mileage plays a role. It doesn't play a role in terms of the value of the vehicle itself.
Yes.
But it plays a role in ascertaining whether the vehicle is new or is used.
Yes.
So within the harmonized system, under chapter 87, we have the notes to the chapter, and then we have an additional note which talks about the mileage.
Right.
So it defines what a used vehicle is. And within that framework, it says that a used vehicle refers to a vehicle which has been used.
Yeah.
Meaning there should be some level of wear and tear on the vehicle.
Okay.
So that is the first criteria. And should have been registered from the country of exportation.
Okay.
Which is the second criteria. Or should have been driven 6,000 kilometers or more. So these parameters, and in this instance, the mileage only helps us to ascertain if the vehicle should be treated as used
or new.
Right. But not necessarily in determining the value of it, no.
You mentioned 6,000 kilometers. Does that mean if it's not up to 6,000 kilometers, it's going to be treated as new?
If it's, you see, I gave 3 parameters.
Right.
So if it is considered, with the definition, I said a used vehicle is a vehicle which has been used.
Yes.
So if I come to the vehicle and I can see that there is physical wear and tear on the said vehicle, I can consider that to be a used vehicle.
Right.
Or it's an accidented vehicle which is a salvage vehicle.
Sure.
The mileage could be maybe 10.
Yeah.
But we'll consider same as a used vehicle.
Okay.
So we'll look at all these parameters. If they should play out,
absolutely,
we'll do that. The reason is that there are people who can, or persons who can buy vehicles as new and keep them.
Yes.
Just to outwit the system and import.
Okay.
At the subsequent date.
Yes.
So if that happens, what then would we do? We would consider such vehicles as new.
Right.
So based on this premise, you can have a 2019 vehicle which is new.
Yes.
And at the same instance, you can also have a 2016 vehicle which will be considered as new.
New, absolutely.
So a 2019 vehicle can be considered as new, and let's say a 2026 vehicle can also be considered as used.
Used, yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily look at the year in which it was manufactured, but to ascertain these 3 parameters. That's what we would consider in such a scenario.
Mr. Idumen, let me come to you. Are there restrictions, age restrictions, so to speak, on imported vehicles in Ghana? And how do such restrictions affect duties and maybe penalties?
So you are allowed to bring vehicle with any age. Let me put it that way. There are no really restrictions.
Yes.
But as you put it, there are penalties.
Right.
So in the Customs Act, there is a schedule to these penalties if you bring an overaged vehicle.
Right.
So any vehicle that is more than 10 years old, yes, is considered overaged.
Okay.
You can bring a 20-year-old, 100-year-old, any age.
Provided you are willing to pay the penalty.
Exactly. And provided you have the money to also pay the duties as well. So you can bring them. So if your there are categories of the penalty schedule.
Yes.
The station wagons, the motor vehicles.
Right.
You have the trucks, you have the buses, and the overage penalties range from 5 percent to I think 100%.
Yes.
Yes. So depending on the category you fall into and the age of the vehicle, yes, you pay those penalties.
Okay, so 10 years, so that will be 2016, this year, yes. 2026. So at what time would I say, consider that, okay, I can't bring in the 2016 vehicle because we are still in July. Let's say if I bring in a vehicle and it's like 30th December 2026, would I have jumped this thing?
If your vehicle arrives on the 30th or the 31st
of
December
2026, I'm safe.
You are safe. You are not paying any overage. Okay. You are not paying any overage penalty. But as soon as it enters January 1st, 2027,
yes,
we would have crossed the 10-year mark.
Right.
Into the 11th year.
Right.
And you are required to pay 5%
yeah.
overage penalty if it's a motor vehicle, saloon, station wagon, in that category.
Right. Yes. Right. Okay, so that brings me to the question of age, the age of the car. We agree, perhaps that the younger the age of the car, maybe the higher the duty. Will be up a latest. Everybody wants a 2026 G-Wagon. Everybody wants a 2026 Acura. Everybody wants a 2026 Toyota. Tesla will be up a latest. And so you should be willing, if I'm right, to pay higher. Because the higher the age, the more duty you pay. Is that right?
It doesn't.
Before you answer that, I think you wanted to add something to what Mr. Dumenu had said.
Yes, please.
Yes.
With the overage penalties, there are certain classes of vehicles that you bring in which do not attract the overage penalties.
Tell us.
These are the special purpose vehicles. So, principally,
okay. I'm told you have to draw close to your mic.
Principally,
yes.
Motor vehicles have been designed for the transportation of goods or persons.
Persons, yeah.
That is the principal function of motor vehicles.
Yeah.
But there are classes of vehicles that were built or manufactured to perform certain specialized functions.
Okay.
So if you take
an ambulance?
Yeah, no, an ambulance is a specialized vehicle.
Yes.
Which is used to carry the sick or the injured.
Yes.
It is still playing the role of transporting persons.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So it's meant to transport persons.
Okay.
But in this instance,
a tractor.
No, in this instance, we are looking at, let's say, breakdown lorries.
Okay.
These are lorries that are used to tow vehicles that break down on our roads.
Right.
Because of the work they perform. They have been designed specifically to
specialized duties. Yeah.
Precisely.
Okay.
So such vehicles do not attract the overage penalty.
Okay.
If you have the concrete mixer lorries,
yes.
We have the concrete mixer lorries. We have the fire tenders.
Right.
They don't attract the overage penalty.
Even if it's 1965 made and it's
precisely because
efficient, it works all right.
Yes, because it has been manufactured in a way to perform these specialized functions.
Right.
So if an importer brings those classes of vehicles, in assessing the duties, you will not be paying the overage penalties.
Right.
Then back to your earlier question concerning the
age,
the ages.
Yes.
To a very large extent, the age plays a role. All things being equal.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The newer the vehicle, it's more likely you'll pay.
Yeah.
But it's not blanket in the sense that imagine someone bringing in a 2026 Toyota Corolla, considered as new, and someone bringing in an Aston Martin, maybe 2018 Aston Martin. The value itself on the vehicle would automatically affect the duty outcome you are going to pay.
Absolutely.
So imagine an Aston Martin costing, let's say, $360,000.
Yeah.
By extension, you can tell that such a person is likely to pay
more than
someone bringing in a 2026 Corolla, which has an invoice value of, let's say, $23,000.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not always the case that once the vehicle is new, you are going to pay more as compared to a vehicle being used. So we need to compare likes to like.
Absolutely.
However, just as we spoke about the overage penalty, the overage penalty can go as high as 100% on the CIF, which is the cost insurance and freight. So if someone or an importer brings in a 1928 Corolla, or let's say 1950 Corolla, such a person is going to pay an overage penalty of 100%. And it may, the duty outcome may be higher than someone bringing in a 2026 Toyota Corolla because of the overage penalty he's going to pay. So it is not a one-off statement you would make that the newer the vehicle, the higher the duty. No, there are certain parameters that would inform that as to whether you are going to pay more or you are going to pay less.
Right. Awesome. All right. So this is our report here on Metro TV, and tonight we're taking a look at vehicle valuation, understanding vehicle valuation in Ghana, customs procedures, duties, and importer responsibilities. And with us in the studios are two wonderful gentlemen, Mr. David Ajakwe Mensah, who is Ejakwa Mensah, who is a Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, the Vehicle Valuation Unit, GRA, Customs Headquarters, who's the birthday boy today. He's celebrating his birthday. And indeed, Mr. Michel Edu Menu, Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, Vehicle Valuation Unit, Headquarters, Accra. That's Customs Headquarters. They are the two gentlemen we're having a discussion with. We're going to go for a quick break. When we return, that's when we get to activate the phone lines for you to call in and also share your messages with them and elicit some responses for you. Please do stay and stick.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, Wufilia, huh? Wubefi. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Every day we step out with purpose to work, to build, to provide, to dream. But sometimes life takes an unexpected turn. An accident, a fire outbreak, a medical emergency. Moments we never planned for. And when they happen, the right support changes everything. Hi, I'm Serena, and at Serena Insurance, we stand with you through every challenge and every victory. Protecting your family, your business, your job, your future, and you. Our services include motor, fire, marine, engineering, aviation, and bonds and guarantees are tailored to suit your needs. Because insurance is not just about policies, it's about peace of mind, confidence, and knowing that no matter what happens, you are covered. Visit our website to view our insurance policies right now. Serene Insurance, the new face of insurance.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Across the corridor and every major yard, Chapter is the choice of over 11,000 professional drivers. Visit our kiosk to register. Join a community built on safety, savings, and success. Get your official high-vis gear and your personalized Chapter ID. Your key to a smarter journey. With over 11,000 members, you are never driving alone. This is the Chapter standard of excellence. Tap your card for instant fuel discounts at Shell. Save more on every fill and keep your profits high. Maximize your earnings with our real-time load board. Find your next haul instantly.
All right, welcome back. This is Sam Port here on Metro TV, and tonight we're taking a look at vehicle valuation and how the process is, how you as an importer can also be responsible and get your things right so that there's no issue once the process begins. We're telling you this in collaboration with the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, in which we have Mr. David Ejakwe Mensah, who is a Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, Vehicle Valuation Unit, and indeed Mr. Michael Edumenu, Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, Vehicle Valuation Unit, all from the Customs headquarters here in Accra. All right, so gentlemen, you're welcome back, and we're zooming into the second and last phase of the program tonight. And so I've been told the lines are activated. You can call in and contribute to the discussion. It's 0245-834980, 0245-834980. You can call in and contribute to the discussion. I'll be sharing your messages with our guests as well and elicit some responses from them for you. Let me come to Mr. Edumenu and find out from you. Do we have a caller? I'm getting some feedback in my talkback, if that can be rectified. There's some loud feedback in it. Okay, so let's after you have determined the duties and value of the vehicles and all that. What are some of the duties, levies, and taxes that are subsequently applied to arrive at the final decision?
Thank you. So after the value is determined, and as my colleague said, the freight and the insurance have also been it's calculated. Then we get the CIF, which forms the basis of customs valuation, and it's based on this CIF that the other taxes and fees are calculated. Okay. So aside the customs duty, which comes to customs, we have the import VAT. We have the import NHIL. Right. We have the network charge VAT. network charge, NHIL. We have the Exim Bank levy.
Yes.
We have the AU. We have the AU levy, ECOWAS levy. We have the Get Fund. We can also have the 1% withholding tax, depending on what you are bringing for commercial purposes.
Okay.
And if you have a vehicle which is
let's go to Pram and welcome King James onto the show. After which you continue. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, King James. Good evening, sir.
My question is simple. The officer started by saying when the bill of lading comes in, you will need an agent to process.
I think we're having challenges with
and
this
my
line.
question is
Okay, yes, but we can't hear anything. We can't hear him in the studio here.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
We can't hear him.
You can hear me.
Okay, great. Yes, please go ahead.
What I'm saying is, my question is simple.
Yes.
The officer started by saying that when your bill of lading comes in,
yes,
you need an agent to process your documents. I'm asking why is it that we need an agent, but the importer cannot process the process himself?
Okay.
That's my simple question, please.
You want to clear the goods yourself, your car yourself.
Why would I need an agent to do it?
Okay, so it's a simple question. If everybody wants to import and go, there will be chaos in the ports. But I mean, let the authorities speak to it, Mr. Ejakwa Mensah.
Okay, so Mr. Francis,
yes.
I think I got the name right.
No, King Solomon.
Mr. Solomon,
or is it James? King James, yeah.
Okay, sir, King James. Yeah. So this is the point. We have what we call self-declarants.
Yes.
Who are registered with customs and by extension the Ghana Revenue Authority to carry out the business of clearing.
Yes.
So the reason why you would need an agent is that they have been accredited. And even as we speak now, there is a GRA advert specifying that there will be the the training of agents.
Yes.
And licensing thereof. So these persons or group of persons have been licensed and have been accredited to carry out the business of clearing.
Yes.
So they go through rigorous training to come out as clearing agents to get a license to operate.
Customs House.
Precisely. Before they get a license to operate.
Absolutely.
And it's not, should I say, any other person or bodies who can just walk to the port and then say that
like
he's
I said, there will be chaos in the port.
Precisely.
Absolutely.
So we do that as a control mechanism.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let me go to Tamale and welcome Al Hassan. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Awesome. Kaula Gombiani.
Hi, so I love you.
All right, Chama.
Please, I wanted to know whether it's possible for one to predetermine the import duty that he will pay, provided you know your cost, you know your insurance, and that of the freight.
Okay.
That is what I want to know.
Whether you can determine the duty you pay.
How after determining the duty, you also pay VAT and co. So, if you look at the VAT, it looks as if you pay tax on tax. So I want clarification on that. Is it possible? Is it a deliberate thing to cheat the importer or something? Because if you look at the VAT is tax, and then you pay tax on that one again. So if you can clarify. And my last one has to do with the international limit and what have you. Do they have a limit? Because if you look, sometimes you see a lot of them, international ECOWAS levy, what have you levy. Do they have a limit?
Right.
That one can talk about.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Alasan, thank you very much indeed. Most grateful. Thank you. Right. I think you got the questions. I saw you taking notes. Yeah. So,
yes, please. I would first look at the VAT aspect.
Yes.
It's not just, we have different kinds of VAT you pay, but in this instance, it is import VAT.
Okay.
It's an import VAT that you are going to pay. It's not VAT on VAT.
Right.
No. But for the purposes of you importing the said vehicles, because out there, the more you import these vehicles, you are creating jobs.
Absolutely.
Within the foreign country you are importing these vehicles from. So we have to charge that import VAT.
Right.
So that is with it. And then with the AU levy and then the GET fund, as we know as citizens in the country, most of our schools, the infrastructures in our schools are funded from the GET fund.
Yes.
It is a token that we are required to pay once we import vehicles into the country to help solve these challenges within our educational sector by providing infrastructures and all the sort. And by Ghana being a member of these associations or these unions, which is the African Union, that's the token we also take on behalf to ensure that that union also survives within our space.
All right.
Thank you.
Let me welcome Ajeba. You want to come in? Let me come in with Ajeba and then you come in. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Awesome.
Please, I want the panelists to throw light on electric vehicles, those who are fully electric.
Okay.
And some of them you cannot even be able to, and the capacity of the electric vehicles. And the second one is, when he's talking about the overage vehicles, assuming he's using his Toyota example, if the car is 2010 and 2012, he's talking of the 5% to 100%. 2010 vehicle and 2012 vehicle, what will be the differences in the calculation? And the electric vehicle issue.
Okay.
Fully electric.
Thank you, Mr. Ajeba. Most grateful. Yes. Mr. Edumenu.
All right.
Yes, go ahead first, and then let's.
So with the AU levies and ECOWAS levies.
Yes.
Once the vehicles are coming from outside the ECOWAS region and also African Union region.
Right.
The African Union and ECOWAS have put some levies on these vehicles to help in the development of the region.
Yes.
So that's why these levies are not from Ghana specifically, but from. So if the vehicle has been manufactured within the ECOWAS region, and it's been imported from, let's say, Nigeria into Ghana, then you are not going to pay the ECOWAS levy, same as if it's within the African region.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
That's why these levies.
All right. So you will come to Ajeba's thing about the EV.
Okay.
But let's welcome Raymond from Tema, and then we can lump the two up and then respond. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Please shoot, Chief Raymond. I understand you are also a freight forwarder.
Yeah, I'm a freight forwarder.
All right.
From Tema.
Yes, please go ahead.
I would like to say sometimes during the process of our cargo clearance at the port, sometimes we have some challenges. After the document has been assessed.
Yes.
At the customs head office. So at times whilst on the field, during the physical clearance processes, sometimes we encounter challenges that the assessment, they call it, how do you call it? Sometimes they say that the value that we have been given from customs or from the head office, the value is too low.
Right.
So sometimes they need to check the value again. Sometimes these documents are bank transactions, authentic or genuine documents.
Right.
So sometimes when these things happen, they delay the clearance of the cargo.
Right.
So I want to understand that sometimes the officers on the field, are they indirectly saying that the customs at the head office, at the assessment or the evaluation department, they do not know, are they saying indirectly that they do not know their work by not assessing the documents or the goods properly?
Okay.
So this is my question.
Thank
so
you so much.
When these things happen, they retard the progress of the cargo clearance at the port.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Causing delayances.
All right. Thank you very much. I think we'll respond to Ajay Ba, and then we come to Raymond's issue as well. So, Mr. Edumenu, if you can tackle the issue of the EV.
So with the electric vehicles, they all attract 20% import duty.
All right.
It was talking about the capacity, engine capacity. These are electric, so they don't have they have engines.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So usually, if depend on the they have to declare to us probably the range.
Yes.
Of the vehicle. Sometimes the kilowatts hour.
Yes. So
with these declarations, then we can determine the value of the vehicle.
Yes.
But for electric vehicles, they all attract 20%.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something we assess the vehicles based on the range. Some can go as far as maybe 410 kilometers. Some can go 200 kilometers, and a 410 kilometer range vehicle will be more expensive than, let's say, a 200 kilometer range vehicle, as well as probably the kilowatt hour of the vehicle. So these are some of the parameters we use in assessing the EVs.
Okay.
And he was talking about the 2010 and the 2012. Yes, definitely the 2010. I think we will attract 50% overage penalty.
Right.
Because of the age, and the 2012 should attract 20%.
Right.
20% of the CIF.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely, depending on it is not straight jacket that the 50% may be more expensive or less expensive than. It depends on the vehicle. You are working on.
Right. We have barely 5 minutes to wrap up.
And the last caller spoke about Raymond. Yes. Spoke about the sometimes they get to the ports and they are told that their vehicles were not well valued.
Yes.
Probably it may be the trim level.
Right.
If you declare the correct trim to customer, because as we sit at the center, we do not physically see the vehicles.
Yes.
So if you say your vehicle is LE or L, and it gets to the field, and the examination officer sees it's something different. Definitely, you would have to go and pay the difference.
All right. Okay. I understand we have Tony in Accra on the line. He's going to be our last. Johnny, he's calling us from Accra. He's going to be the last caller for tonight. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Awesome. Please shoot.
My name is Johnny Obeng.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My question is, why does Ghanaians pay more duty than that of the African country like Burkina Faso, Mali, and others?
Okay. All right.
If a vehicle, my second question.
Yes.
If they say some of the vehicles are over age, and maybe over age, they consider it as non-performing vehicles.
Yes.
But they allow Aboboya and others to the country.
Right.
So please, can they assist the public, in this explanation?
Okay.
Why Ghanaians pay more duty than that of the Burkina Fasos and then the Malians and other African countries who place their goods at Ghana ports?
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, kindly tackle that and then we'll do some messages and wrap up. We have barely 3 minutes to wrap
Why
up.
Ghanaians pay more taxes
than others in the South region? You mentioned Burkina Mali.
These are government policies, and these taxes and fees are brought out by the government.
Yes.
So they have the power to levy Ghanaians.
Absolutely.
So if they say today we should pay like the COVID levy has been taken out. So if today there's a levy brought in, tomorrow it's off. That's that's a decision of the government. Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything to add?
And Alassane earlier talked about a way of determining the duties by themselves.
Yes.
So you can go to www.external.unipassghana.com.
Okay.
And follow the prompts there. You will be able to do
whether it's used goods, whether it's used vehicle or it's general goods or something.
Yes, please. Once you go to the external.unipassghana, you'll be able to do that. But he should know, and viewers should know that these values are just estimations.
Absolutely.
They are not the actual and final.
Yeah.
So the actual and final will be when we assess.
Absolutely.
That is when I say we, that is the Customs Division assesses those duties and taxes through a declaration, and it goes to the bank to pay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, so let's do these ones. We can't get the responses now. We are sure to forward to you so that you can give us the responses. So we revert in our abridged version on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. This one says, great topic. Many Ghanaians buy imported vehicles, but don't really understand how duties are calculated. This discussion is very timely. Kwame in Tema sent in that. I think customs should continue educating the public regularly because there are still many misconceptions about vehicle valuation. Linda and Accra sent in that. Can customs explain why two vehicles of the same make and model can attract different duty amounts? OBK, I think we've responded to that. Is there an official website or platform where prospective importers can estimate duties before shipping a vehicle to Ghana? Anita York in Sunyani sent in that one. I think that one too, he just mentioned the www.external.unipass.gov.
Unipass Ghana.
Unipass Ghana, yes, absolutely. Then you can follow the prompts and then whichever one you want, you can access. How can someone buying a used imported vehicle verify that all customs duties were properly paid? Ibrahim Ayuba in Tamale sent in that one. Maybe just 30 seconds and we are gone.
So in response to that question,
yes.
That's the same site.
Yes.
The external .unipass Ghana.
Sure,
so when you pick the chassis number of that particular vehicle, you go there, select the used vehicle calculator, check the VIN, enter the VIN there. And if it's been cleared properly through customs, it will pop up. But there again, you have to go the extra mile, visit any customs office with the vehicle to ensure to be sure that the chassis number is the correct one. It's not been tampered with.
Absolutely.
Because most of the time these chassis numbers are tampered and tampered with, and you might get it wrong.
Awesome. Thank you very much indeed. Tonight we've been discussing how to understand vehicle valuation in Ghana, customs procedures, duties, and importer responsibilities. With us in the studios have been Mr. David Ajakwa Mensa, Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, Vehicle Valuation Unit, Headquarters, Customs. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for obliging us. The birthday man, happy birthday once again. And to Mr. Michael Edu Menu, Senior Revenue Officer, Customs Technical Service Bureau, also from the Vehicle Valuation Unit, Customs Headquarters. Thank you too, sir, and we're most grateful that you obliged us. We'd like to say a big thanks to our sponsors, Ghana Revenue Authority, Well PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, Phoenix Insurance, and indeed JAP to the Joint Association of Port Transport Unions. Remember, the show is powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, and we entreat you to keep watching the rest of our programs here on Metro TV, and make a date on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. and watch the abridged version of Iron Port on Ghana Television, GTV. And God willing, next week we shall bounce back with another wonderful edition of your favorite Iron Port program. My name is Kennedy Mona. Wish you blessings and a super week ahead. Keep on keeping on, and we shall return, God willing, next week. We are out.